Sri Sharda Devi and her Divine Play, Chapter 29, page 588. Blessed are the simple and sincere. A young vagabond named Chandramohan Datta came to Udbodhan publication office one day looking for work. He sat on the outside veranda and fortunately met a man named Mohan who worked for the household. Chandra learned from Mohan that Udbodhan house was an office of the Ramakrishna mission and some monks lived there. Chandra asked, "May I meet the head of this center?" Mohan asked him to wait. He soon came back and said, "Please come. The mother has asked me to take you to her." Chandra was a little perplexed to learn that women also lived in this mission office. However, he went to the upper floor to see Holy Mother. Chandra recalled, "At the first sight of the mother, I felt that she was my own. Her eyes were so calm, as if compassion were dripping from them. I bowed down to her and she blessed me by touching my head. She inquired about me in detail, my name, where I lived, who else lived with me, and so on." The simple natured Chandra opened his heart to Holy Mother, describing his pain and agony, his brother's ill treatment of him, and how he was desperately looking for a job. The mother listened to his story and then asked affectionately, "Are you ready to do any kind of work? Or would some kinds of work affect your prestige?" Chandra replied, "I shall be doing my mother's work. Where does the question of prestige come in?" Pleased, the mother said, "Some of my monastic children and a few women live in this house. We need someone to do our shopping. My son Sharad decides whether to give an appointment. Go with Mohan and meet him." Mohan said to Sharadananda, "Maharaj, the mother has sent this gentleman to you. She has mentioned that if you consider it necessary, you may appoint him to do our shopping." Swami Sharadananda, smiling, he said, "Who am I to appoint? You have already come to me with an appointment letter." He then said to Kishori, another worker, "You said that you needed another person to help. Train this young person to serve that purpose." Chandra was hired at a salary of 10 rupees per month to buy groceries every morning with Mohan and to pack and sell books published by Udbodhan office. Whenever there was a festival in one of the Ramakrishna ashramas, Chandra carried books to sell them from a stall. Thus, he was instrumental in spreading the master's message and increasing the income of the Udbodhan publication department. When an individual takes a sincere step, then all gods attend, and his single deed is sweet, said Henry David Thoreau. The mother's heart melted as she observed Chandra's sincerity and loving service. She initiated him and sanctified his rosary. She also asked him to do some small errands for her. One day she said to him, "Do you know why I have some of my work done by you? When I am no more, the memory of all this work will bring solace to you." Another day she said to him, "My children will not be born again. You too will not be born. This birth is your last birth." Tears of gratitude trickled from Chandra's eyes. Sharadananda heard the mother's and blessing to Chandra and joyfully told him, "Well, so you have managed to attain your end. You have accomplished the sole purpose of life merely by doing some odd jobs for her, for whose favor Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are engaged day and night in such arduous austerities. Go now, roam about free of care. Once, a terrible flood in East Bengal swept away Chandra's house, leaving his parents, wife, and children homeless. When the news reached Chandra, he felt helpless. He did not say anything to the master or did not say anything to the mother or the monks. He was so depressed that he could not eat or sleep. The all knowing mother learned about Chandra's situation and said to him, "My son, no one has any hand over providence. Don't be broken hearted. Go to your home and take steps to put everything in order. What will you gain from worrying? Why are you not eating properly?" Chandra replied tearfully, "Mother, what can I do there? Our home and everything we own has been swept away. We need a lot of money to restore everything. Moreover, I don't even have any travel money." The compassionate mother said, "I know your situation. Take this money and go home. This money will cover your travel and repairs to your house. But don't tell anyone that I have given you money. Tell others that your house has been inundated by a flood, so you are going home." Saying so, the mother handed Chandra a bundle of notes that were tied up in the corner of her sari. Chandra was overwhelmed by the mother's unselfish love, compassion, and generosity. Later, according to Holy Mother's instructions, Chandra rented an apartment in Bospara Lane near Udbodhan house and brought his wife and children from Dhaka. But the owner of the house was rude to the children and they could not play freely. When the mother heard about this, she asked Sharadananda to have a house built for Chandra and his family. The Swami always obeyed the mother's command. He bought a piece of land for Chandra on Bospara Lane and built a small house with brick walls and a tin roof. This made the mother happy. Holy Mother also initiated Chapala, Chandra's wife. One day, the mother gave a handful of rice to Chandra and said, "Tie this up in a piece of cloth and place it in the earthen jar in which you store rice. There will never be want of rice in your household." Jai Ma.